Thank you very much. Morning, everyone. Just want to spend the next few minutes just sharing a bit more detail about what we do at My Credit Controllers. So My Credit Controllers are a UK-based company, and we specialise in outsourced credit control and commercial debt recovery. We were established in 2013, and we offer tailored solutions, including monthly credit control, short-term projects, consultancy and training. So working with clients across various industries. Our registered office is in Humberston, so just outside of Cleethorpes near Grimsby. And over the last 12 years, we've collected a whopping 450 million for our clients, and that's going up by 10 million a month at the moment. Who am I? I'm Matt. Hello. I joined My Credit Controllers in 2023. So I have my 2-year anniversary next Monday. I'm passionate about empowering businesses to thrive, and obviously what we offer helps businesses to do a lot for themselves and being proactive in making sure they keep control of their cash flow. Prior to joining My Credit Controllers, I spent 28 years working in various supply chain roles for Sainsbury's, Asda, and then latterly more towards the defence side of things. And I'm a Leeds United fan, so please don't hold that against me. Key aspects of My Credit Controllers. So we provide a full professional outsourced credit control service. Our experienced staff have lots of different industry experience. So, we cover quite a broad area, from clients that deal a lot with the NHS to construction, which can be a really tricky area to get paid in. So we're well versed in managing all those different areas. And we've become an extension of our clients' finance department. Our core objective is to help businesses improve their cash flow by ensuring that they get paid on time. We work with all sizes of businesses, from small one-man operations to large corporations with multi-million pound turnovers. So, as I mentioned, we've become part of the finance team as an outsourced credit controller. Every month we issue statements. We politely contact customers to ensure you get paid on time. We operate professionally, but polite persistence, and over time train your customers to pay on time every time. The whole element that we try to build is a relationship with our clients. So we're not damaging relationships whilst trying to make sure payments are made on time. We offer a white label solution, so we can integrate as part of that particular business. So to our clients, it looks very much like you've just got a new person called Matt working in credit control, and they're now taking care of it on behalf of business X. Or we can act as a third party in the debt recovery process. So if something has gone so far, then it can be passed more formally to My Credit Controllers, and then to the debtor, it does look like there has been a significant escalation in the matter, and you are taking it seriously, and you are prepared to move down the legal route. So we can offer various solutions depending on what the situation is. So I just want to share a quick case study. So, what do you get if you have, good credit control? So we took on a new client, and within the first 10 weeks, we delivered an 85% reduction in their age debt, which cash-wise resulted in £60,000 being released back into their business that was previously just out as overdue invoices, not getting paid on time. So what did we do to do that? So we contacted the debtors early, obviously trying to get any issues regarding copy invoices, any discrepancies, anything like that out of the way. So when it came to payment due date, then there was no reason why it shouldn't be paid. Ensuring that invoices get sent to the correct place. Companies are not always upfront at telling you when they've changed their contact details, and especially if it's one individual's contact email address and they've now left the business, your invoices could be going somewhere completely different or not just getting through. Being prompt with copy invoices. So if somebody's come and asked for one, trying to get it back to them as soon as possible because they're thinking about your debt, they're thinking about that invoice. So get it back to them quickly while they're still thinking about it. Updating payment terms. So ensuring that both sides of the transaction are operating the same payment terms. That really helps a lot when predicting cash flow and when things will be paid if your payment terms are aligned and to the agreed contract. Weekly reporting back to the clients on queries. So we're updating regularly on where there may be blockers or where we need help to resolve certain issues, and also implementing a 4-stage escalation process, that it's not just sending the same email or making the same phone call. It does go up in escalation and seriousness, that, if you don't pay, then, late payment fees could be applied, your account could be put on stop, and taking that all the way up to a final demand. What do you do though if you don't need full credit control support, or you only have 1 or 2 late payers? Your in-house credit control process works 85% of the time, but what do you do when that 15% starts to become a problem, or you're not sure how to proceed if a client stops communicating and starts to ghost you? All things we've come across and all things that we can help deal with. So don't worry, we do have a solution. We launched in August our Pulse and Flow service. It's very much pay-as-you-go credit control. It's having an expert there when you need them. So I liken it to having breakdown cover for your car. So 99% of the time, the car runs fine. But when something goes wrong, you need an expert on hand to come and help out when you need it. So having somebody there that can help out without delay, that's what we're trying to give businesses access to, is expert credit control when you need it. So how it works. So you select your preferred membership option, Pulse or Flow. You register your invoices on our online portal, and you get real-time updates once the invoices are uploaded, letting you know when the debt has been contacted, when we've got updates, what the position is, and you can use it as much or as little as you need to. All you need to do is tell us to go get it, and we take care of the rest, leaving you to get on with what you do best within your business, growing it, delivering your services, delivering your products, developing new leads, and we're in the background taking care of where you've already made the sale, you just want paying. Fast, simple, professional. So just quickly go over what the 2 options are. So Pulse is very much our pay-as-you-go service. It's ideal for one-off invoices or freelancers that don't have a large volume of invoices but do occasionally get the odd one that's a bit tricky. To register an invoice and set up an account, it's £10 plus VAT per invoice, and we do have a success fee should we collect any funds, which I'll come on to in a moment. So that's really helpful if you're only occasionally got a problem. It might be you have 1 tricky invoice a year. This is ideal for that. Flow, unlimited invoices service. So this is where you would sign up as an annual member for £100 plus VAT. You can upload as many invoices as you want via the portal, and the portal is open 24/7, so you can do it when it's convenient for you. It's ideal if you have a regular flow of problem invoices, and we're not talking hundreds, we're talking, you've got 2 or 3 a month, something like that, that become quite time consuming to try and deal with. So this way, you build it into your process that if something maybe goes 30 days overdue, you then just upload it to Credit Access and use the Flow service, and then we take care of it for you. No registration fee per invoice. So again, if over a 12-month period you think you're going to have more than 10 invoices, then this would be the option for you. And again, a success fee applies to any funds that we do manage to recover. on that one. The success fees. So we do it based on the age of the debt when it's uploaded onto the portal. So once you've uploaded it and say it fell in the 29 to 56 days overdue bracket, then we would charge 10% on any funds that we manage to recover. That stays the same no matter how long it takes us to try and recover that money for you. So if it took us 7 days, then it'd be 10%. If it took us 7 weeks, it would still only be the 10%. It wouldn't change. It's when you upload it. And we try to make it scalable. So it sort of highlights that the sooner you upload a problem invoice, one, the cheaper it is, and two, probably the more collectible it is. So it's trying to prompt people into that way of thinking of deal with it early, don't leave it. It's not like a good bottle of wine. An aged debt does not get better with age. And any monies that we do recover are paid to the client directly. We don't collect the money on your behalf. We just pay it. It gets paid directly to you. And then once you've confirmed you've been paid, then we would invoice you for the collection fee. So why use us? So get paid faster, often within days. We've had new clients sign up and had 5-figure invoices paid within 7 days, which has included late payment fees and compensation. Keep your customer relationships intact because you're adding in a third party, which takes quite a bit of the emotion out of it. We can help be that mediator to smooth anything out. If there has been a dispute, if there has been any problems regarding the supply of the goods or the implementation of the project, fully GDPR and legally compliant, no surprise fees. It's all up front. We put it all there, and it frees up your time. Some of these things can be very, very time consuming. We work in a way that helps us manage that for you and free up your time to focus on what you're good at. So just a few testimonials of people that have used our service. Submitted an invoice and in less than 2 weeks it was sorted, professional, fast, thanks to Zach. And I'll just skip to the last one. My credit controllers did a remarkable job recovering a debt that we had seen as a lost cause. Superb result. So that's the other thing. Don't always write anything off without giving it a try. If you've got an invoice that's for £1,000 and you think, oh, I'm not sure this is going to get paid, for £10 plus VAT, is it worth having a go and seeing if it can be recovered? I would say so. So that was Pulse and Flow. We also offer a consultancy service. So some businesses may not need a credit control support, or they might not know they need credit control support. So the consultancy service is there for businesses to just sort of do a review of where they are and what could they do to improve their own processes and address maybe ongoing niggles or problems that they've got, whether it's tidying up their accounting software so it works more efficiently so they can see where they are, to highlighting where they've got skills gaps in the team or gaps in their internal credit control process. We can do that, and we do that on a case-by-case basis, depending on the needs of the client. Training-wise, again, our experts design a bespoke plan to address the needs of each individual business, optimizing the processes and training the team. Not everybody has the benefit of having a team of credit controllers that have been expertly trained in credit control. It's normally somebody's job, along with 100 other jobs that they have to do in the business to get the money in. And sometimes they just need that little bit of guidance or training on some of the key skills or tips of how to manage it that would make a real difference to a lot of businesses and how they collect their cash. So again, we can do that, and we can build a training plan around the needs of that particular business. So in summary, whether you've just got one overdue invoice causing an issue, or you've got regular monthly credit control that you require support with, then we've got a solution for it. Not sure if your current credit control process is working how it should be. Again, we can help regarding the consultancy support and ongoing training. That sort of summarises everything that we do at My Credit Controllers. I'm happy to take any questions. I've put my contact details there. It'd be great to connect with anybody I'm not already connected with on LinkedIn. And if at any point in the future you come across anybody complaining that they're not getting paid on time or they're struggling with cash flow, just point them in my direction. I'm more than happy to have a chat with them. Love talking about overdue debts and how we can help people get that money back in their bank. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Matt. Any questions from anybody?
I have a question. Hi, Matt. Thank you. That was really useful and really links in with a lot of the work that I do. So I'm a commercial contracts lawyer, so I work with a lot of supplier clients, and it's the biggest bugbear of a lot of my owner managed business clients that, and it's not the majority, it will be that small minority. And, we've all been there, haven't we? And they are the ones that end up taking up all of the time. They've probably been the pain in the backside client all the way through, and then they don't pay. And yeah, I was having a conversation with a client yesterday. So I think I've got a number of clients that I could probably point in your direction, and particularly around the pulse and flow, because I think that's the fear, isn't it? And particularly as a starting point, I can imagine you can probably use this as a springboard, can't you? People will sign up to that and then see actually that it would be worth taking on it. Anyway, so my specific question is, what's your view around late payment fees that often crop up in contracts? So you'll have a clause that says, you've got to pay within, whatever it is, 7, 14, 30 days. If you don't pay on time, we can charge you interest, and we can also impose a late payment fee of, say, £50. And that's often it's based on nothing, isn't it? Other than to recognise that there's sort of, time is spent then chasing the bill. Do you also try and recover? So I suppose it's a twofold question. Do you try and recover those fees for clients if there's something in the contract that says that? And what's the kind of success rate on that? So separate from actually getting whatever the agreed contract fee was, that additional late payment fee, is that something you deal with?
It is. When you upload an invoice to Pulse and Flow, you have the option of clicking to say if you would like to apply late payment fees and compensation. And we also give the option, and would you waive these for an early payment? So it's there as a prompt, and we try and guide people down using the terminology of the statutory regulation for late payment interest and compensation, because we have a late payment calculator on our website where you can tap in your invoice details and how overdue it is, and it'll tell you what interest you can charge and what compensation you can charge, because obviously it changes, the interest rate changes, and it's 8% above the Bank of England base rate. So it's a very good negotiation tool to make sure that is in there. Having it as statutory means that anybody that can then go and calculate it to know what it would be. We do come across some clients that do have their own that doesn't get invoked until it's 30 days overdue, and then it's a spurious percentage that they've put in of what they want and this, that, and the other. And sometimes it's easier just to go with, well, you're not meant to be making money out of the late payment fees. They're there as a deterrent for people being late payers.
Yeah.
So using the statutory is normally a good starting point. And success-wise, it's very mixed. And as I say, it depends on the individual client as to how far you want to go. But if it's a big debt, then we would potentially take it all the way to the small claims court if the compensation and late payment interest is sufficient to warrant doing that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. That's really useful. And I'll chat with you separately as well.
Thank you.
Question as well. Well, some comment really helpful to know that there's something out there for us as kind of, well, not everyone here, but a lot of us are independents.
Yep.
So I think, you know, I'm not very good at sending my invoices. I feel bad about that. Never mind trying to chase them. So it's really helpful to know that there is something out there, and there's definitely a big group of people that I can share your details with around that. But I also liked the what was it? Polite persistence. Really liked that. Professional, polite persistence.
Yeah, some
Um,
might say annoying, but it works.
Just from a point of view of, I work with lots of different organisations, and just understanding a bit more around what size of organisation is that flow for. And I might have missed it somewhere, but what kind of size of organisation use your flow?
It can be any. It really doesn't matter. It's just a matter of how many invoices you might have an issue with.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, so the
I was
the
just
size
getting a
of the
bit of an
invoice.
idea of kind of
Yeah.
what size would normally be able to, because obviously larger organisations are likely to have their own department. Also, you don't want them, do you? Because they could have, like, the 100 might be a little bit too cheap.
Well, no, on the other side of it, because we charge the collection fee, so that's fine.
Yes.
But also,
yeah.
if it's a business that do hundreds and hundreds of invoices a month, it may be that they just need 5 dealing with. So
Yeah.
their team can focus on the majority, and they've
Yeah,
still
yeah.
got those problem ones. So, you know, we do work with some big businesses that do just want that escalation because it's taken from them chasing as their business to, no, we've now passed it to our credit control debt recovery partner, my credit controllers. They will now follow this up with you.
Right. Really helpful. Thank you.